You ready?
Get the ball.
Shoot!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Topper!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
2nd and 2. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
All day, every day, any day. Kill.
General West.
Kill.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Whip.
80 weapons. Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Cut.
Hey.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pick your game up. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
First down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a give left side to Falk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Let's go. Hey, hold on.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Hey,
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3.
Hurry up, get it.
On the run, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready, 30 base.
Check 55 to Mike. You got to get
Protein spill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ready, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that one will be accepted.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
Mike. Got to do better.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Ready, ready.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Check 52. Check.
Williams. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down, Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go on. Now.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Switch. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 18.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 55. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 55. Come on.
From the gun, Lawrence. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the ground with Funk. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready, 18 Gator.
pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without it. Doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And again this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hey, jet. Snap.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
15 line. 15 line.
Even. 4 down. Even.
On 1st down, Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Go. Ready.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
16 yards. First down, Ravens.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw again. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Set, hut, and read. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.
And they've got to go